Hey race fans, welcome to Phoenix, Arizona for our live Championship 4 Media Day. This is the site of Championship Weekend, and we're excited to have you guys tune in to our live Media Day coverage. And it is the 4 drivers from 4 different organizations. This is only the 5th time that this has happened in this playoff format. All 3 manufacturers are represented. This is also the youngest Championship 4 we have ever had. 29 years, 3 months. 19 days is the average age. I'm Alex Weaver, honored to be joined by our Championship 4 drivers here today. First up, they don't need an introduction, but we're going to do it anyways. Let's do a little roll call from Team Penske, number 22, Joey Logano.
Hey, what's up?
From Team Trackhouse, number 1 of Ross Chastain.
Good morning.
And from Hendrick Motorsports, number 9 of Chase Elliott.
Hello, hello.
And from Joe Gibbs Racing, the number 20 of Christopher Bell. Hey, guys.
Hey.
All right, we're going to not be as awkward. Let's get into it because we are here in Phoenix. It's hard to believe that this season is coming to a wrap and the championship is on the line here. So let's start with what's been talked about at least the most the last week. And Ross, I'm coming to you for this one. Martinsville. That's how you locked into here. So have you named the move yet? Have you coined the term for what the wall move will be?
The best I saw was the Hail Melon.
Okay, we like that one.
Yeah, I think we'll go with that one.
There
was more thought put into that than the actual move. Let's just start right there.
Okay.
You didn't have this planned, like, you didn't, like, think of, you obviously thought about this for a while. You had to have. I've thought about doing this for years,
Look,
but I never had the reason to actually do it. You had a good reason and went for it.
The Indy Road Course thought. I think we can all agree. We all look at the access roads and the runoffs and all that, and where do we have to stop? Where can we go? I'm telling you, man, no. I did not.
You just said, the heck with it. I'm putting it against the wall.
So when did you make that decision? Like, coming off turn 2, taking the white flag?
The white flag, McReynolds said, white flag, like, got to get 2. And in 1 and 2, I keyed up, and I was downshifting, and I'm like, got to get him? Like, we're sure? Like, we're out. No way, because I couldn't really tell where Denny was at. I didn't know if you were leading. I didn't know. And my crew chief's like, yeah, I got to get him. And, like, from that moment, there was never an option of going around the curb, like going on the bottom. I don't know why. That was the only first time you thought about it. At the white.
Really? Did you guys ever think about this before?
Yeah, I've thought about it a lot. We've all played video games, right?
That's, I mean,
back then.
When I was 7, you guys weren't even born. That's when
you're not that much older than us.
I know. I've heard it. The whole media thing over there. They keep bringing up that I'm the old guy. In this whole thing.
32.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
You're 32?
Well, you did handle the kids better this morning.
Man.
So I should. I got a lot of experience with kids.
What's funny about that is you said we all play video games, right? Well, as a kid growing up, I never really played the NASCAR games. But I can't remember if it was World of Outlaws 2002 or one of the dirt track racing games. But if you hit the wall, it slowed you down immediately. So I don't know. I never.
Stopped you,
yeah, I don't remember what game it was, but
not in NASCAR.
Yeah, I did not do that with Ross. You said the fastest lap in Martinsville history, so it worked. You pulled it off.
Well, yeah, I think Clay Campbell just cheaped out on his wall glue. There wasn't any because it did not slow down. That was what was it just did not slow down.
All right, so Christopher, you get the win at Martinsville. Obviously, Ross makes his way into the championship 4. But there are 2 drivers that are sitting here with me today that this is the second time you guys are going after a championship. And you won back in 2018, Joey, and Chase, you're our 2020 champ. Is it different now coming into a championship 4 media day, knowing that you already have one, that you're capable of doing it? Or is it still the excitement and the buildup of the same thing?
Yeah. I mean, I think for me personally, it's different, right? Because 2020 it was
you
COVID.
had the COVID year.
Yeah, so it really wasn't a whole lot going on that year, but last year certainly was busy. So yeah, I guess it does feel kind of different just because the circumstances have been so different. I would love to say that it matters, but our experience in 2020, we didn't have any, and I think if you execute a good week and you're prepared and you're ready to go race, I think that you can be super successful whether you've been here 2 or 3 times or it's your first. So I just think those things and doing a good job are gonna trump anything else.
And Joey, this is your 5th appearance. It's the most of any driver in this championship 4 since the playoff contingency started. So, I mean, you're pretty used to this now.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have the experience. I mean, just to play devil's advocate with Chase. I mean, I think of my first time when I was in the championship 4, and it was, Kevin and Kyle, and these guys that were like good, and I was like, oh boy, like I remember being very nervous throughout the whole process.
How old were you?
Did you think they were old?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess what was that? I was 24.
Okay.
The first year, it was 2014, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was 24, and I just felt like the way I prepared and what I was getting into, right? I always kind of compare it to maybe your first day at school. You're nervous to walk in because you don't know anybody, you don't know what's coming around the corner next, you don't know how the week's going to go, like all this media stuff today and the distractions that happen throughout the week. And it's not a normal race. It's just not, right? You can't say it's just another race and you play it that way. It's bigger than that. Like, this is it. This is what you want right here. You're this close. It's hard to say it's just another race. It's bigger than that, and you focus differently, you prepare differently, and I believe that, hey, being there a few times it's more comforting. I don't know how much it helps me, but I feel more comfortable at least, and that's a good thing, I guess.
Well, Christopher Bell, you are new to the Championship 4. It's your very first time in the NASCAR Cup Series. You're not new to the Championship 4 and other series, though, but to get here was quite the journey for you and the number 20 team. You are literally becoming the closer right before our eyes, and the pressure cooker just doesn't seem to affect you. And this is the most pressure-filled race that you will be in your career. So has it helped having the Roval and knowing that you guys can win when it's on the line, and then having Martinsville, obviously?
Yeah, wow. Just the round of 12 and the round of 8. I don't know. Well, actually, I can tell you I do know. I've never experienced the emotional roller coaster.
It was the most emotions I've ever seen from you.
Yeah, just like, the round of 16 went exactly how we drew it up. Sitting in the office with Adam before the playoffs started, we said, okay, our cars are fast. All we have to do is dot our I's, cross our T's. You drive at 90%, and we'll go out there and do our jobs. And then I think we ran top 5 in every stage, in every race, and we got plenty of points, and it was on to the next one. Then the round of 12 hit, and we had 2 flat tires before the stage 1 and got out of there with no points.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, just talk about being in the dumps. Like, I was ready for off-season. After Talladega, I was staring at the road course, which we knew that we weren't going to be one of the contending cars for the win at the road course. We knew that before the playoffs even started. And, staring at elimination, I was ready for off-season, and then the yellow came out, and it changed everything.
Now that you're here and the week is officially kicking off, does it feel different than the Truck Series, than the Xfinity Series? You obviously won the championship for the Truck Series, but is this different, bigger stage?
Obviously it's a much bigger stage, but it feels very similar. And like what Joey said about it being a different race, I don't know. Like, I want to win this race really bad, but
sure,
I wanted to win Dover in April really bad too. So, I think we all want to win, but we all want to win every race.
Well, Ross, this is your first year with Trackhouse Racing, and what a year that it's been. You guys have made quite the memories there in the number 1, but you could be the 4th driver ever to win a championship their very first year with an organization. Have you thought about it? Has Martinsville set in now and you've gotten over the excitement of Martinsville and now here it's time to lock in, or is it still we're just riding the Trackhouse in the top 10 Sports Center high? You made top 10, number 1 to be exact.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. LaJoy asked me if I ever thought I'd do that. I was like, no. I'm not supposed to be on Sports Center. But Martinsville, I had to close the book on that, or at least the chapter, because for better or worse, like, we always have another race, and that's what's so great about our sport, is that every 7 days we're going somewhere else. We're packing up our circus, we're traveling to another town, and we're setting up our tent, and we're racing. And I'm proud to be a part of the circus, but I have to close the box, open the next one, close the box, like, keep moving. But there's no way around it. I just check on social media today around here, like, to see what people are saying. And what these guys in the different series that we're going this morning, and like, all right, what are they doing? Yeah,
all right. We're saying a lot today.
And my video still pops up. I'm like, gosh, get off! I don't want to see that.
To watch it. We've all watched it a million times.
I'm done with it. Yeah, y'all can watch it. I'm done with it. Look, that's not how we wanted to do this. We thought, just like Christopher said, you have this plan, going to Martinsville. All right, we're going to qualify better. We're going to run top 10. We're going to run top 5. And we're going to transfer through with plenty of points. We got 19 up on them. And it's like, oh, gosh. No, we're not. no, like, and that the last 5 laps were just complete dejection for me because I was just grasping and grappling with the fact that we were not going to transfer. And that's, I think, what's so wild is that from lap 5 to go to the white flag, it was complete, like, despair, and I was, like, losing it in the car, and then, like, light bulb went off, and it should never have worked. And I actually have a question of Chase. What did you think when you were right behind me?
Yeah.
What?
He just gave you a little slingshot.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I knew why you were doing it. You know, I mean, some people were like, oh, I thought the throttle hung or something. You know, so I knew right off the bat, you know, what was going on. So yeah, I guess I might have been the first person to see what was going on. So
you were the last thing I saw. I looked in the camera.
Oh,
like,
romantic.
man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I was like,
Thanks.
I was like looking around, making sure I wasn't going to take anybody with me, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you see much while you were doing it?
No, not a thing. I let go of the wheel halfway through.
Jesus, take the wheel,
No.
huh? Just, would you put your hands like this and you just,
No, I just
Hung
kept them up.
and you just,
yeah.
and then you grab the hand like back on like
the,
on straight
just
away?
in time to run into Brad
Yeah.
again.
Okay, well, Chase, you
I
locked
didn't
in
have
on
to change my line. You just went by me. All right.
Chase,
Come
you
off the
locked in
corner.
on points for this championship 4, and you're the regular season champ for the 2022 season, and you guys have gone into every round with this heavy points lead, and then you've mentioned it, the inconsistency and trying to have to build back up on that final race, but that doesn't matter now with this championship. So you have to feel pretty solid about your team. Alan has 4 Phoenix wins, including a championship with you, your crew chief Alan Gustafson, but is there a confidence level that now changes with this final race?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great opportunity for sure, and I think that is the good or the bad, depending upon whether you're a part of the Final Four or not, of the way this round works. It's, you know, one race, and obviously that is how you end writing the story. So I think for us, our playoffs has not been great. Had a super inconsistent 9 weeks. But the story is not over yet, right? And you have an opportunity to go out here and put on a good show and execute a good race. And if you do those things, the rest of it really doesn't matter, and you can change the narrative to whatever you want from there. So, yeah, it's a great opportunity. I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to the weekend. This is an exciting weekend, and I think to everybody's point so far, it's when you're a part of the playoffs and you're running through these last 10 races, to me there's just an excitement of wanting to be at the racetrack that just feels a bit more than our season. Our season's very long, right? So you get to these last 10 and it's like, all right, you know, this is go time, and it's a lot of excitement. For me personally as a competitor, I look forward to these last 10 and going to the racetrack more than I do really any race throughout the season. So just excited to be part of the show.
Well, it's been a fun 10 weeks. Joey, you locked in the very first of these Championship 4 drivers at Vegas. Have you been sleeping soundly? No melatonin needed over there in the Logano household?
There's not much sleep in the Logano household, and it's not because
3
of playoffs or anything like that. It's 3 kids. It's 5 a.m. every freaking morning. But it's okay. It's good. I love my kids. I mean, it's kind of been the norm. Nothing much different. We've had the opportunity to go to the last couple races without pressure on for those races, but still for Phoenix. And that's been our conversations ever since, Monday morning after Vegas was, okay, how do we win Phoenix? What is our plan? What do we need to do? And just started going through the list of things that we wanted to be prepared for when we get out here. And because we don't want to miss our opportunity. This is our chance. So we want to make sure that we're not happy to be here in a championship 4. We're going to be happy to win the thing, not just to be here. And so we've really put the time into doing that. And the conversations have been Phoenix. What about Miami? Oh, okay, do that. Let's go back to Phoenix. And that's just what we've been doing. And because we had the opportunity to do that, anybody up here would do the same if you have the opportunity to. So you have to take advantage of that, right? That's what you've earned. That's what you got. You'd be foolish to not take advantage of that. So we're hoping all that comes to fruition at the big race here.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, we're closing in on our final couple minutes here. So short and sweet, let's give our keys to Phoenix. It's an interesting racetrack. The dog leg, obviously the track reconfiguration a few years ago, and a new start-finish line. So, Seabell, what are the keys to this racetrack on Sunday?
Man, I hate to
We
say
all
it,
want to
but
hear it.
clean air, man. It's clean air.
So qualifying.
I mean, I don't know, just watching the races back from, I don't even know how long, but Clean Air won the race last year, and it makes every long run car look like a short run car. So pit road, Clean Air, execution.
All right, 9 keys to the race.
Well, I think he hit it. I mean, Clean Air is huge, and then obviously that comes down to how well you execute pit road and your restarts, right? So, I think as time has gone on and as we have all migrated to be closer to one another, your weekend really starts further back in the week. It really starts on Friday or starts on Saturday in practice and qualifying. So, yeah, Clean Air can make you look like a hero for sure.
All right, quickly, Ross, keys.
I mean, they hit it, but we can still pass. It is still attainable. It's just not pleasant to do it, and it takes high risk, which is where I self-admittedly have gotten into some trouble. But they leave you an inch, and I know that Joey, if I leave it, he's going to take it. And I left him an inch at Vegas, and that completely changed. I did one corner different than I had been blocking him, and he drove right by me. But before that, I had him covered, and I made one false assumption that I could stay ahead of him. So yeah, it's going to be Clean Air, but he was faster and he waited on his time and he did it, and I learned from that. So as old as he is, I can still learn from him.
All right, old man.
Thanks. I think details are going to win it. The human element's going to be there. All of our cars are going to be fast, right? I mean, you see it every year. Championship 4 cars, they're out there. They're going to be fast. They're going to be racing in the lead. At one point, probably all of us will be in the lead at this thing. It'll look really strong or dominant at one point. It's going to be the human element. It's going to be the strategy. It's going to be your execution of restarts. It's going to be pit stops in general. The details are going to be the difference on who wins this thing, just like it is every other year when you come to the championship race. We're all going to be fast. I think that's kind of a given at this point.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Our Championship 4 drivers, they are going to go after this shiny thing that's in the middle of us, this trophy, come this weekend. And it all kicks off with practice Friday at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Qualifying for these guys is on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. And then the NASCAR Cup Series Championship, we will crown our 2022 champion Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. All of that is on NBC, MRN, SiriusXM, and Peacock. You guys enjoy championship weekend, enjoy the state of Arizona, and make sure and tune into the race on Sunday.